The 49th National Day of Oman. Sultanate of Oman celebrates the anniversary of its National Day on the 18th of November every year. This anniversary carries with it the citizens' achievements and meanings of pride and loyalty all over Oman, under the leadership of Sultan Qaboos bin Said. This celebrated as a symbol for modern Renaissance the Sultan witnessed on the hands of Sultan Qaboos and as a continuation of the 5-year development plan which ends in 2020. This plan is included in the one started in 1975. It focuses on social aspects and maintaining the real income levels of citizens.
نتشرف بمناسبة العيد الوطني 49 المجيد لسلطنة عمان أن نرفع إلى المقام السامي لحضرة صاحب الجلالة السلطان قابوس بن سعيد المعظم حفظه الله ورعاه وللشعب العماني الكريم أسمى آيات التهاني والتبريكات، سائلا الله عز وجل أن يعيد هذه المناسبة على جلالته بالصحة والعافية والعمر المديد، وعلى الشعب العماني بمزيد من التقدم والازدهار. كما نتشرف بأن نتقدم بخالص الشكر والتقدير لحضرة صاحب السمو الشيخ صباح الأحمد الجابر الصباح حفظه الله ورعاه، أمير دولة الكويت الشقيقة وولي عهده الأمين والحكومة الكويتية وكبار الشخصيات ورموز الدولة الكرام وكل من شاركنا فرحتنا بهذه المناسبة الغالية من أبناء الشعب الكويتي الكريم، سواء بالإبراق أو الحضور الشخصي أو برسالة باقات الورود والتهاني. والشكر الجزيل موصول إلى كافة وسائل الإعلام الكويتية المرئية والمسموعة والمقروءة على تغطيتها الواسعة والشاملة التي قدمتها بهذه المناسبة الوطنية الهامة، ونخص بالذكر هنا وزارة الإعلام الكويتية والتلفزيون الكويتي وكافة القنوات التي بثت برامج خاصة بهذه المناسبة وأبرزت إنجازات النهضة العمانية وتلك التي قدمت تغطية واسعة لحفل السفارة والفعاليات المصاحبة لها، وهو وإن دل على شيء فهو يدل على عمق وقوة العلاقات العمانية الكويتية التي تحظى برعاية خاصة من لدن قيادة البلدين الشقيقين.
This day represents a historic turning point in Omanese life. It is the day when the sun of modern Omani Renaissance rose, and the people met the builder of modern Renaissance, His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said. He paid a great attention to building and developing every inch of Omani lands by providing opportunities of positive participation in Omani citizens in all fields. All over the last years, deep confidence in Omanis' abilities to play their role in building their present and formulating their future constituted a strong and distinguishable feature. Omanis celebrate achievements and goals attained over the last 49 years, including the educational, cultural development, economic, and touristic fields, which led to progress and stability they enjoy today. The ceremony starts in the early morning of 18th of November every year. The Sultanate witnesses manifestations of joy and celebration at all levels. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said receives letters and telegrams of happy wishes and congratulations from all presidents and leaders all over the world. He also receives congratulations from senior people and officials in sister states and the Sultanate as well. The Sultanate is decorated with flags which are lifted in all streets and roads, with images of Sultan Qaboos bin Said. Celebrations are held, Omanis participate with fireworks and art performances, and the streets are crowded with happy people on that day. In this glorious day, a new Omani dawn shone, announcing the beginning of development and progress stage in all fields through which the civilian was called to build a modern state, able to restore the glory of Oman and its civilized role both in the region and the world, based on citizenship, equality, and rule of law. Depending on the spirit of age, after a progress in which the Sultan achieved what he had announced in his first historic speech in 1970, when he promised to establish the modern state that witnesses a series of achievements in all sectors, whilst preserving its originality and nobility, dedicating its values, and be proud of its legacy.
سلطنة عمان الحقيقة من الدول التي يعني قفزت قفزات سريعة في مجال الاقتصاد بشكل غير مسبوق. يعني سلطنة عمان لما نرجع لبدايات الستينات، يعني نتكلم نحن الآن عن مجال يعني يقل عن 50 سنة، لم تكن السلطنة الحقيقة بقوة اقتصادية، بل كانت كيان سياسي لكن ما كان عنده تلك القوة الاقتصادية. لكن لاحظنا الحقيقة منذ تولي السلطان قابوس مقاليد الحكم بعد والده، ارتقت السلطنة يعني بشكل كبير جدا في المجال الاقتصادي، واصبحت دولة مصدر البترول، دولة لديها صناعات. اليوم حتى صناعة الترفيه وصناعة الخدمات والسياحة أصبحت الحقيقة اليوم عمان مقصد لكثير من السياح اللي يحضرون لاعتدال الأجواء. وكذلك أيضا ما تميز فيه السلطنة من مواقع تاريخية قديمة، ما تميز فيه الحقيقة من جو جميل على منطقة البحر. كل هذا الحقيقة أعطى سلطنة عمان تقدم اقتصادي، عندها تبادل اقتصادي كبير جدا مع دول التعاون مع الدول العربية، الدول الإقليمية.
In 1970, Sultan Qaboos announced the start of Omani Renaissance move to build modern Sultanate of Oman with the aim of combining modernity with ancient Arab Omani heritage to which Omanis adhere. This construction is very successful, and Oman has friendly relations with all surrounding countries, as it believes that the essential goal of development is to develop the country in accordance with the age and its innovations in social, economic, educational, and health fields. We remember here the history of the Sultanate, which is situated in West Asia, occupying the southeast of Arabian Peninsula, bounded by Saudi Arabia in the west, Yemen in the southwest, and UAE in the northwest. Enjoying the southern coast overlooking the Arabian Sea and Oman Sea in the northeast, it was known historically as an important commercial station. Since thousands of years, it was known by Sumerian texts discovered in Mesopotamia. It was known also for moderation and neutrality in its foreign policy, balancing its relationship with other countries. It was known by the old name Kingdom of Majan because it was famous for copper. Some archaeological pieces of the Middle Age were found to prove that the age witnessed various industries such as pottery. Ancient tombs were discovered proving the belief of ancient Omanis in life after death.
عندما نتكلم عن سلطنة عمان، سلطنة عمان هي ذات موقع استراتيجي، موقع مهم، موقع في الجزء الجنوبي الشرقي من شبه الجزيرة العربية وجنوب الخليج العربي، بل أن سلطنة عمان هي تربط ما بين كل من الهند وكذلك شرق أفريقيا. ونتيجة لهذا الموقع الاستراتيجي أصبح هناك أهمية لعمان. من الناحية التاريخية، عمان تاريخها في الحقيقة هو طويل جدا، ويبدأ بالتاريخ القديم، ثم بعد ذلك بالتاريخ الوسيط، ثم يدخل في التاريخ الإسلامي. فهي أول في الحقيقة من المناطق التي دخلت في الإسلام عندما دعاها الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم. كذلك ثم نصل بعد ذلك إلى العصر الحديث، والعصر الحديث هو يبدأ من بداية القرن السادس عشر، وخاصة دولة اليعاربة. في الحقيقة أن هذه الدولة كانت مهمة جدا، فاستطاعت في الحقيقة هذه الدولة أن تطرد الاستعمار البرتقالي الذي سيطر على عمان منذ عام 1507 حتى 1649، ما يقارب حوالي 150 سنة، وبنى هناك كثير من القلاع في مسقط. ولكن استطاع في الحقيقة السلطان بن سيف اليعربي أن يطرد البرتقال ويقضي في الحقيقة على السيطرة البرتغالية، وهي أول طبعا استعمار يسيطر على منطقة الخليج العربي. ثم بعد ذلك ننتقل إلى دولة البوسعيد، الدولة الموجودة طبعا والتي الأسرة التي تحكم سلطنة عمان في الوقت الحاضر. بدأ الحكم للبوسعيد في عام 1744 على السلطان أحمد بن سعيد آل بوسعيد. وكذلك أن سلطنة عمان بدأت تتطور بنقطة مهمة جدا في عهد السلطان سعيد بن سلطان الذي حكم سنة 1804 ثم إلى 1856، ما يقارب 50 سنة، واستطاعت في عهد السلطان سعيد بن سلطان أن تسيطر على عمان، وأن تسيطر على جزر القمر، وأن تسيطر على زنجبار أي شرق أفريقيا. ثم بعد ذلك بدأ هناك في حق ضعف بعد وفاة السلطان سعيد بن سلطان، ثم إلى أن وصل الحكم في الحقيقة إلى قابوس بن سعيد بن تيمور عندما أصبح حاكما لسلطنة عمان في عام 1970.
Sultanate of Oman witnessed many achievements during the modern age, the most important of which is establishing many scientific and educational institutions in various fields. Building about 15,200 mosques, building and establishing commercial and industrial seaports such as Port of Salalah, Port of Ittaqam, Port Sultan Qaboos, and Industrial Sahar Port. Authorities supported Omani women in fields of education and labor, as it launched what is called Sultan Qaboos Prize for Environment Protection. Moreover, Oman has won the 2013-2014 UNESCO Prize for the Geological Pathways Automated Pilot Project in Muscat. Omani women play an active role in the construction of Oman, along with the efforts that drive forward the development and contribute to the uplifting of Oman in all fields. To become a scientific and practical leader, the statute of the state provides for equality between men and women in everything. Based on this principle, Omani women have taken their right in education, health, employment, and participation in decision-making and other areas without falling behind in their duty to their family and community. Women also contributed to the construction of the Omani Renaissance. The draft National Strategy for the Advancement of Omani Women, launched in 2001, reflects the Sultanate's interest in the cause of women and their support towards progress and advancement, and empower them socially to contribute to the country's progress. In the field of work, Omani women today contribute to building the country together with men. Omani women began to occupy many positions, which they gained with their merit, to become 17% of the labor force in the Sultanate in 2000. According to data released by the National Center for Statistics and Information in 2015, 47% of workers in the government sector and 22% in the private sector. Currently, women occupy important positions in the country, such as the Minister of Education, the Minister of Higher Education, the Minister of Tourism, the President of the Public Authority for Craft Industries, and the Sultanate's ambassador to countries such as the United States and the Netherlands. Women also did not leave the professional work that has long been famous and still professional industry, palmettes, spinning and sewing, and others. According to the 2009 National Report, 15 women are consultants, 13 are general managers, 2 are Omanis appointed as ambassadors, and 5 are second prosecutors, in addition to 3 women ministers in 2008. The percentage of women in the State Council reached 18% in 2015. Instead of granting them the right to vote for all elections held in the Sultanate, Omani women were granted the right to stand for membership in the Shura Council in 2000. The status of the basic law of the state has given women their rights and freedom. In 1971, women's activities began to take a formal form. Following the establishment of the Omani Women's Association (OWA) in Muscat, associations were established throughout the Sultanate. Currently, it has reached 58 Omani women's associations. The aim of these associations is to provide women with the potential and opportunities to ensure their social development and develop their skills and abilities, in addition to providing a venue for training, workshops, and courses related to them. The Sultanate is the second best Arab country in the empowerment of women and social integration, according to a study conducted by Thomson Reuters for the registration methods in the Omani Women's Association. In recognition of her tremendous efforts and role in building Omani society, 17th of October of each year was designated by His Majesty as Omani Women's Day. This day celebrates women's achievements and contributions. It also holds a number of symposia and conferences dealing with women's affairs, the most important of which are Omani Women's Symposium and the Economic Empowerment Symposium for Omani Women. Today, the status of Omani women is high on the Arab and international levels. She has become the focus of attention for many women who seek to reach the status of Omani women by making continuous efforts and working non-stop towards a better future for themselves and society.
المرأة العمانية بدأ الاهتمام فيها في الحقيقة، وخاصة منذ عام 1971 أولا بعملية تثقيف المرأة وتدريسها، وفعلا تم فتح كثير من المدارس لدخول تعليم البنات. ثم بعد ذلك بدأ هناك دخول المرأة في الأعمال التي تناسبها في البداية كمعلمة كممرضة، بدأ هناك دخولها. ثم بعد ذلك بدأ هناك الدخول أكثر وأكثر، فأصبح هناك اهتمام بالمرأة، وبدأت المرأة تدخل في مجالات أخرى، في المجالات الصناعية والمجالات التجارية، وبدأ بل أن هناك أصبح هناك في حقيقة في يوم للمرأة أو عيد المرأة العماني، وهذا معروف كل سنة تحتفل فيه. كذلك من الأشياء المهمة لاهتمام السلطنة واهتمام السلطان قابوس بن سعيد بن تيمور بالمرأة أن المرأة وصلت إلى مناصب عليا، مناصب ليس فقط في العملية التوظيفية، بل أصبحت في حقيقة في مجلس الدولة، أصبحت في مجلس الشورى، بل أصبحت وزيرة، بل أصبحت في الهيئات الدبلوماسية الخارجية لسلطنة عمان. فأصبح هناك دور في الحقيقة مهم، بل أن سلطنة عمان قامت بعمل تشريع وقوانين تناسب المرأة، سواء كان في الناحية التجارية، في الحقوق الاجتماعية، في العمل. فأصبح هناك اهتمام بالمرأة بما لا يخالف في عمان العادات والتقاليد العمانية وكذلك الإسلامية.
المرأة العمانية يعني منذ نشأة الدولة الحديثة وتبوأت الكثير من المناصب، ولها كان دور كبير. المرأة العمانية يعني لها دور كبير وسامات جنبا إلى جنب الرجل في عمان. فمنذ بداية العهد الحديث أنشئت جمعية تسمى جمعية المرأة العمانية في عام 1971، وتلتها بعد ذلك إنشاء في جميع المحافظات العديد من جمعيات النفع العام التي تعني بشأن المرأة العمانية في عدة محافظات. وبالتالي هذا دليل على اهتمام القيادة السياسية في المرأة العمانية، ولا سيما المرأة مشاركة كذلك في العمل السياسي، وأصبحت عضو في مجلس الشورى العماني، وكذلك تبوأت مناصب قيادية عديدة. فالمرأة العمانية يعني لا شك لها دور كبير في تنمية المجتمع العماني.
In the light of the development of the Sultanate, the new Muscat International Airport was opened at a cost of 1.8 billion Omani Riyals, $4.7 billion, with a capacity of 12 million passengers per year. The new airport is considered as one of the modern Renaissance's accomplishments, which is one of the building of the Omani development achievements which continues day after day. To achieve the objectives and national strategies and development system, it represents a very important addition to Omani economy by virtue of its infrastructure and capacity, as it is prepared for receiving and containing large numbers of travelers, and it constitutes a major qualitative leap, will contribute in the advancement of travel sector and tourism coming to the Sultanate of Oman, and reflects positively and with more speed on developing and renewing lots of sectors and services related to it. Oman's ambitious Vision 2040 strategy, first unveiled last year, seeks to catapult the Sultanate into the ranks of the world's most developed nations. Dr. Yusuf Hamad al-Blushi, chief economist of the Vision 2040 task force, said the blueprint targets economic growth of around 5% annually over the 2021-2040 timeframe. This compares with average growth of 7.5% during the 1970-1995 period and corresponding average estimated growth of 3.5% during the 1995-2020 span. Would like Oman to rank among the most developed nations of the world, and in order to achieve this goal, we need to be advanced economically, socially, environmentally, and in all of the different aspects of development. They strongly believe that Oman has what it takes to get there. Speaking at the Oman E-Commerce Conference 2019, which concluded at the Oman Convention and Exhibition, he said, "The Vision 2040 strategy represents the essence of a 4-year-long exercise, during which the task force reached out to an estimated 40,000 Omanis, young and old, as well as entrepreneurs, business persons, experts, and professionals. This vision has been formulated based on inputs from Omani individuals, businesses, and stakeholders representing all facts of Omani society. It encapsulates our current realities and future opportunities and leverages our competitive strengths and advantages. It enables us to move the next stage of development, which is based on a different set of engines, digitalization being one of them." The blueprint, the chief economist said, seeks to capitalize on the building blocks of Oman's modern renaissance, characterized by its positive development story and excellent infrastructure, represented by the nation's high-quality roads, airports, and seaports. Most importantly, it will seek to leverage Oman's modern appeal as a stable nation, a legacy of His Majesty the Sultan's wise leadership, and its friendly policies that have enabled the Sultanate to forge strong bilateral ties with countries across the world and integrate with the global economy. In his address, Dr. Leblouchi described the estimated 50,000 young Omanis entering the labor market every year as a resource that, when suitably trained and developed, would help in the achievement of the Vision 2040 goals. These young Omani students represent 50,000 engines of growth, he stated. Among the 69 key performance indicators, KPIs, that must be met to achieve the Vision 2040 objectives are a number of economic targets, said Dr. Leblouchi. They include a commitment to raise real GDP per capita by 90%, real GDP growth by 5% annually, and the contribution of foreign direct investment, FDI, to GDP to 10%. Furthermore, it envisions the share of non-oil activities to grow to more than 90% of GDP, as well as a 40% contribution to job creation by the private sector. A key objective of the strategy is to support the development of a competitive economy. Said the official, "We need to make the business environment attractive to foreign investment. This is a key goal of Vision 2040. We strongly believe there are a lot of opportunities here, natural resources, competitive advantages associated with its strategic location, and so on. But we need to join hands with international players to bring in the missing ingredients needed to achieve our many aspirations."
Oman 2040, we were, by the way, invited to the Oman 2040 big event when they launched for the first time the vision. The state of Kuwait were represented in a very high government delegation headed by Her Excellency Madame Maryam Al Aqil to represent Kuwait in the launching of Oman 2040. What is interesting about the Oman 2040 vision, it was being done under a consultative as well as participatory approach. That's what we call it strategically, as a method to accumulate all the knowledge coming from the diverse culture and communities in Oman. And this is actually were done under His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said, who actually encourage the participation and the consulting process to end with an excellent Oman 2040 vision document. We were very much engaged in this launch, as we had the chance to listen to the description of what are the dimensions of the Omani 2040, what are the challenges, and how they will tackle them. What's interesting about the Sultanate of Oman, it's diverse communities, diverse culture, diverse geography, the long coastal area, it's a logistical location on the open seas, on the ocean. All of these provide very intensive capital that can be utilized for the Oman 2040. What is intriguing about this Oman 2040 vision is actually focused on 4 major dimensions. One dimension is focused on creating a creative people within a solid, resilient society. That's in one side. The other is to create a diversified economy. Third one is to build a responsible, accountable government. What I noticed that all of these dimensions is also being considered integrated within the sustainable environment that the Sultanate of Oman is actually focusing on. So building a new infrastructure which is very modern with a creative human capital in the Sultanate, at the same time keeping the cultural identity, the society identity and mosaics, the fabric, the cultural fabric, the societal fabric of the Sultanate of Oman being very well integrated within the Oman 2040.
عندما نتكلم عن الناحية الاقتصادية في عمان وعن الرؤية لعمان 2040، عندما ننظر إلى عمان فعمان في الحقيقة يرتكز على اقتصاديات مهمة جدا، ومن هذه الاقتصاديات طبعا هي الزراعة، التجارة، ثم هناك الصناعة، ثم هناك النفط فيما بعد، ثم هناك الثروة السمكية. فعمان تمتاز بوجود في الحقيقة قوة اقتصادية متمثلة بالزراعة، فهي بلد زراعي، وعلى الزراعة تم إنشاء كثير في الحقيقة من المصانع التي تنتج مثل مصانع التمور وغيرها. كذلك التجارة، عمان بلد تجاري منذ القدم، فهناك تجارة مع الدول المجاورة، مع دول مجلس التعاون، مع اليمن، كذلك لها تجارة مع شرق أفريقيا تنزانيا، ولها تجارة كذلك مع الهند لأنها معبر في الحقيقة ما بين الهند وشرق أفريقيا ومنطقة الخليج العربي. كذلك ظهر البترول في القرن العشرين، فبدأ هناك الصناعات البترولية، فأصبح هناك صناعات بترولية كيماوية طبعا كثيرة جدا، سواء كان في صحار، سواء كان في صلالة، سواء كان في مسقط.
رؤية 2040 لسلطنة عمان هي ترتكز على 3 محاور رئيسية. المحور الأول اللي هو محور الفرد والمجتمع، المحور الثاني العولمة والحوكمة، والمحور الثالث اللي هو الاقتصاد وتنمية المجتمع. فبالتالي يعني تطوير الاقتصاد والازدهار هذا جزء من رؤية عمان ل 2040 امتدادا لخطة أو خطط خمسية يعني امتدت من القرن الماضي إلى اليوم. اليوم نتكلم عن خطة خمسية تاسعة تنتهي سنة 2020، وبعد ذلك ستبدأ الخطة الخمسية اللي بعدها اللي هي بداية التحقيق رؤية 2040 التي تعتمد على هذه ال3 محاور لتنمية المجتمع وتطوير الاقتصاد، ويكون هناك يعني مزيد من العطاء والازدهار في الاقتصاد من خلال يكون للقطاع الخاص دور كبير في كثير من القطاعات الصناعية، وكذلك والمنشآت المعدنية، وبالتالي هناك فرص كذلك عمل لكثير من المواطنين العمانيين. فهذه الرؤية تحقق لهم ازدهار في الاقتصاد وغيرها من مقومات المجتمع.
Oman played a great role in the region. The foreign policy of Oman was based on many factors. Its site, which makes it the gate of Arab Gulf because it overlooks the Strait of Hormuz, with its strategic importance being the pathway for oil tankers to various countries, along with the historic events it experienced in the near and distant past. Not to forget also that it maintained its Arabic and Islamic identity, regional and international security and peace, and realism in understanding the developments, events, and international relations. There are key principles on which the foreign policy of the Sultan centers, which as following the policy of good neighboring, non-alliance, respecting international laws and traditions, supporting cooperation between Islamic and Arab Gulf countries, and advocating just international issues and establishing friendly relations with various states. Here we have the right, as Gulfs, to be proud of such a country and talk about the gains through which it attained many achievements that are counted for Sultan Qaboos, the builder of Sultanate Renaissance over the past decades. We, in Kuwait, have a great desire to benefit from expertise, manpower, education, and increasing scholarships between the two countries, as we encourage Kuwaiti students to complete their studies of various disciplines in Sultanate of Oman. For this policy is featured by consistency, stability, and the ability to flexibly and clearly manage various developments, in spite of challenges the Gulf and Arab area had suffered from through the last years. Oman has a lasting relationship with Kuwait, who motivates its citizens and residents to celebrate with Omani people on their national day. The privacy of the relation between Kuwait and Sultanate Oman lies in its being built on basis not confined to emotion or interest. The name of this relationship is meaning, and its title is the content. The same case is with Gulf and Arab countries. Starting from the saying of Sultan Qaboos, peace is a doctrine in which we believe and a request that we seek without negligence or excess. The Omani liberated diplomacy started from complexes and predetermined positions, armed with its vision, conviction, and desire to build and achieve peace, security, and prosperity, dedicating every effort to occupy the proper place among the nations. There is no doubt that the Iraqi invasion of the state of Kuwait was one of the saddest and bloodiest days for all the people of the region at the time, which all stood with the Kuwaiti legitimacy to defend Kuwait's right to liberation and demand Iraq to withdraw from that land, which we all love, which is Kuwait. The Omani Sultanate, led by Sultan Qaboos, has an honorable role categorically rejecting the invasion of Iraq and strongly demanding the withdrawal of Iraqi forces from Kuwait in support of the legitimacy and freedom of all Kuwaitis, and how Omani policy has been trying hard to resolve the Kuwaiti-Iraqi crisis to avoid the scourge of war. Oman's position has been clear since the brutal Iraqi aggression on Kuwait. The Sultanate condemned in an official statement the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait and called on Iraq to withdraw immediately and unconditionally from the entire Kuwaiti territory and return legitimacy to it. The Sultanate also participated in the Emergency Arab Summit held in Cairo in the wake of the Iraqi occupation of Kuwait to discuss the developments of the situation among Arab leaders. The Sultan did not hesitate to stand by the just Kuwaiti right. It supported Kuwait's legitimacy and demanded the immediate unconditional withdrawal of Iraq from Kuwait.
العلاقات بيننا وبينهم علاقات جدا يعني أخوة ومحبة مع سلطنة عمان. أنا شخصيا لي علاقات كثيرة في سلطنة عمان. لما أروح إلى سلطنة عمان ما أحس إني أنا طلعت من الكويت، أحس إني أنا ببيتي موجود، أنا عند أهلي وعند جماعتي وكذا. خليش تدخلوا بالأسواق وقولوا إن إحنا من الكويت، شوفوا شلون يتعاملون معك. يعني كل واحد يروي قصة له لقريبه أو له هو لما كان بالكويت تعلم. احنا ما ننسى سلطنة عمان ولذلك هم ما نسونا.
The delegation of the Sultanate of Oman, along with the delegations of Egypt, Kuwait, and Syria, withdrew from the meetings of the Central Council of the International Federation of Arab Trade Unions on 28th of August 1990. After heated discussions on the draft recommendations prepared by the committee in charge, the Sultanate of Oman and the Arab countries rejected the draft recommendations, which ignored the reference to the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait. With this withdrawal, the vote on the draft resolution was considered illegal because the withdrawal of the delegations of the Sultanate, Kuwait, Egypt, and Syria received the approval of 8 members, less than half of the 19 members of the Council. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said did not spare any effort during his meetings with foreign officials whom he received in Muscat during the crisis months. These foreign officials were placed in an atmosphere that led them to adopt the Arab position, which condemns the Iraqi practices because of their violation of the international right. Arab brotherhood and good neighborliness. His Majesty also affirmed on 18th of October 1990 that the balance of the Iraqi occupation crisis in Kuwait has begun to favor the military solution, and expressed regret that the economic sanctions imposed on Iraq did not succeed in forcing its leader to withdraw from Kuwait. His Majesty explained that if Iraq does not withdraw from Kuwait, it will be difficult to find a peaceful solution to the disaster of the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait. On the occasion of the 20th National Day of the Sultanate on 18th of November 1990, His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said called for a peaceful solution to the Iraqi occupation of Kuwait, based on international resolutions, which returns to Kuwait its legitimate authority, pointing out to contacts in this regard in which the Sultanate actively participates. The Sultanate's position remained clear with Kuwait and its legitimate government until the Iraqi aggression was defeated and legitimacy returned to the state of Kuwait. The Omani congratulation of Kuwait on liberation was the culmination of the strong relations and the deep historical ties between the two nations, and pushes forward the cooperation and coordination between them continuously. On the level of joint cooperation between the two countries, there is great interest in the higher education institutions in the Sultanate of Oman and the development in the structures and possibilities that stimulate the joint cooperation between Kuwait and Oman. There are cultural and academic relations in the field of higher education between Kuwait and Oman, and the exchange of views and experiences.
أهل السلطنة يكنون محبة كبيرة لأهل الكويت، وهذا بسبب الروابط القديمة. يعني أنا يعني أفرح فرح كبير عندما أرى أبناء السلطنة في منطقة مثل منطقة المباركية، يحسون أنهم وكأنهم في بيتهم وكأنهم في منزلهم. هذه الشيلات الجميلة تفرح القلب. يعني أكون سعيد جدا لدرجة أني أعتبر أن العمانيين هم أهل الدار مثلهم مثل أي دولة من دول مجلس التعاون. ولكن يعني هذه الشيلات والأهازيج التي رافقت فوزهم المستحق في كأس الخليج بالدورة الأخيرة التي أقيمت بالكويت، يعني أنا أذكر أن الكويتيين فرحوا مع أنهم لم يفوزوا بالبطولة وكانت على أرض الكويت، ولكنهم فرحوا كثيرا لفوز المنتخب العماني. واضح أن هناك كيمياء خاصة بين الشعب الكويتي والشعب هذا. وأيضا يجب أن نذكر يعني المراسم التي أقيمت لاستقبال حضرة صاحب السمو أمير البلاد الشيخ صباح الأحمد عندما ذهب أخيرا إلى السلطنة قبل 2 أو 3. كل هذه الأمور يعني تدلل بما لا يدع مجالا للشك أن هناك محبة كبيرة لأهل عمان لأهل الكويت، وأنا أعتقد أن احنا نبادلهم. يعني أستطيع أن أجزم أن احنا نبادلهم هذا الحب. هناك حب، هناك تفاهم، هناك رغبة في الزيارة المتبادلة. عمان بلد جميل، صلالة، يعني مختلف المناطق، الجبال، البحار. نحن نعلم أن حضر صاحب السمو أمير البلاد أطال الله في عمره الشيخ صباح دائم يعني يذهب إلى عمان مرة أو مرتين في السنة. كل هذه الأمور أعتقد أنها تساهم في يعني جو من المحبة والألفة بين الشعبين الكويتي والعماني، وهذا يعني ما نسأل الله عز وجل أن يديم على الشعبين، وأيضا يديم على مختلف دول مجلس التعاون بالدرجة الأولى، وأيضا على المنطقة العربية بشكل عام.
Kuwait has many partnerships with Oman, as a number of engineering contracts has been signed to start the operation of establishing a Diqm refinery in which 50% with Sultanate Oman. The Al Daqam Refinery Petrochemical Industries Company Darbek signed the contract in the Omani capital of Muscat, the establishment and building of the main units and units in support of the services and facilities. The facilities include the building of crude oil tanks in Ras Marquez Port East and a pipeline along the 80 kilometers to connect the oil from the port of Al Daqam Refinery, export facilities, and reservoirs to Al Daqam Port for exporting. Al Daqam Refinery will be held on the area of 900 hectares, 9 million square meters, in the Daqam Economic Area located in the south of the Sultanate of Oman. Refining energy generated will arrive when the ignition is turned to about 230,000 barrels per day will produce diesel and jet fuel, as well as naphtha and liquefied gas, and it is expected that the operational stage will begin in 2020. And it depends on a mixture of the stuff of Kuwait and Oman equally, according to previous statements to Osama Jali, the executive president of the Omani Oil Company. In conclusion, we extend our best wishes and congratulations to Sultan Qaboos bin Said and the brotherly people on the occasion of the Omani National Day, and our best wishes to the Sultan for good health, wellness, and longevity.